strikes back.
Hello, Axilla here for FailHouse Gaming, and we've got a very special video for you today. It's CriticalHit and I. We're here, and we're going to be, hopefully, successfully shoutcasting a Heroes of the Storm game.
Fingers crossed that it works out okay.
Yes, this is played by I believe the same people who did the show match at BlizzCon.
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, so what's going on here? So they're just kind of walking around getting set up, ready for us to introduce them. So, red team, I'll introduce here. We have Arthas, Queen of Pain, Sergeant Hammer, who's the big tank in the middle, Stitches, and then Malfurion. So we've got Malfurion support, and then just lots of pick-offs with Stitches, Hook, and stuff like that.
Lots of damage. Okay, and then on the blue team we've got Zeratul, Arthas again, popular choice, Vala, Uther, and Nazeeba.
2, 1.
I saw Zeratul breakdancing there. We've obviously got dance emotes. And here the battle is underway. Creeps are spawning.
And everyone just heads out to their lanes. I think it's very interesting on this map that the top two lanes are very close together, whereas the bottom lane is very far apart. That could come with some interesting gameplay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of heroes in a small space up towards the top.
There's going to be a lot of action in the top lane, I would imagine. Now, interestingly, Stitches is solo bottom, and you have... Who else is bottom on the blue team? Here you go, thank you. Uther and Zeratul are both against the Stitches. Bottom. So it's interesting that blue team have sent 2 heroes there.
Yeah, whereas the other team has decided to commit more heroes to the top 2 lanes instead.
Now, just so you know, CriticalHit and I will probably be referencing quite a few... sorry, big first blood going out there for the red team.
The committing of extra heroes to the top is working out so far, as they managed to pick up first blood up top.
Yes, and Nazeeba getting caught out there. I believe trapped by his own little zombies for a little bit. Yeah, what I was saying was... oh, hang on, Queen of Pain and Stitches going on Uther here. He should be able to just walk out of this. Zeratul comes in and they get a stun on Stitches, dealing a decent amount of damage, and then both teams back off.
Yeah, Uther never really has a problem just walking away from the situation. If there's one thing he does, it's not die.
Especially when he gets his Divine Shield, so... small fight over the doubloons here. Sergeant Hammer's in siege mode.
I think siege mode makes it very easy on occasions to actually take the doubloons from the little chest, because they allow you to really hold that position, and you can just pick away at them from his position.
Yeah, Nazeeba died again there when the red team Arthas managed to lock him down.
I think Nazeeba's going to have to start playing a bit more carefully, because she's getting caught out far too often at the moment.
You realise Nazeeba's a bloke, right?
Shh. Shh. Not with a headdress like that.
Sergeant Hammer's knockback shot there pushes Arthas away so he can escape a little bit.
Despite taking a lot of damage, he manages to just wander off.
Yeah, although Malfurion dies on the back there. Probably saving Nazeeba, like the support role there. Queen of Pain's paying some coins, Stitches is coming in.
That's the first doubloons that have been paid in.
Oh,
it's
fantastic
getting
hook
caught there by the hook.
Yeah, fantastic hook by Stitches.
Yeah, wanders off regardless. Oh, and there's a big fight now going down in the middle.
There's a Sergeant Hammer shadow in the bottom right, behind the wall, interestingly.
Not sure how he got killed behind his own wall, but... unless it was retreated there afterwards, of course.
Yeah. Could be ranged abilities. Arthur's Hearthstoning back. For the blue team, that is. Nazeeba now going in and capturing this watchtower. Just keep getting vision of the map.
Always useful to have.
Yeah, yeah. Queen of Pain going straight back and recapturing it. It's interesting that they don't seem to contend it too much, other than like for the first few seconds. That's where most of the fights, I believe, will probably happen.
It looks to be quite an important location to try and grab early on.
Yeah. But
then later on it tends to seem to go back and forth on quite a number of occasions, but never really seems to be a big source of fighting later on.
Uther in engagement with Arthas here, backs away. Arthas comes in to fight Arthas. Red team Arthas dropping to about half. Sergeant Hammer gets caught out there, frozen. Sergeant Hammer dropping a big bomb there. Vala somersaults away, luckily, before she gets caught up with a pain stun.
And Sergeant Hammer goes down.
Nuked down by, I believe, Arthas, or Uther. Malfurion's getting caught out here, he's dropping
Looks like he's probably going to go down. Yes, he does as well.
Both Arthurs very low, as is the Queen of Pain. Kerrigan.
Looks like everyone's going to walk away from that engagement.
Yeah. Blue didn't end up losing any heroes, I believe, and Red lost 2 there. So that was unfortunate for them. They were ahead earlier. They do have the advantage with the amount of doubloons as well, so...
Although both are even on levels at the moment, although Blue Team are slightly ahead because they hit level 7 first. But at the moment that doesn't make too much of a difference. It's when you get to the big breakpoints of level 9 and level 19, when people are just about to hit their heroic or their storm abilities. That's where suddenly getting 1 level advantage can really turn the tide in the next fight.
Yeah. If you hit 10 just before, 20 just before the opposing team, and you have these big abilities, oh wow. Naziva down there again gets absolutely crushed. Yeah, if you hit these big abilities when your opponents don't, the fight's just going to be much more favourable towards you.
Indeed.
Stitches gets stunned, then Uther gets sucked back in several times.
Uther going down very fast there. Although luckily...
Oh, then a great hook by Stitches, but a somersault by Vala manages to get scooped up by the Queen of Pain, but walks away in the end.
Not only is Uther annoying to kill and deal with when he's alive, but even after you kill him, he still carries on being just as annoying for a brief time afterwards, as he does continue fighting as a spirit for a time after he dies.
Yeah, it follows nearby heroes and then explodes after a short amount of time, dealing decent damage, and I believe it's stunned a little bit, unless that was an after effect from a different skill. Naziba throwing spiders everywhere.
That's all she can manage to do at the moment, because when she goes anywhere nearby, she seems to die immediately.
It's still a guy.
I refuse! I refuse!
Oh, Arthur's walking into 3 of them, absolutely obliterates Vala there. Wow, she absolutely got crushed, now walking away, low health. Queen of Pain has jumped in, wrecking on Naziba, but managed to turn around and kill the blue team Arthurs. And jumps in and kills the Naziba as well.
Great fight for the red team.
Yeah, they really needed that. They hit level 10 first, in fact.
And not only that, but they've also had the first capture of the ghost ship for this game so far, which is now laying siege to the mid lane towers.
Yeah, not too sure how Stitches died, but forget. As you can see on the mini-map, big explosions going to the top fort of blue team, and the bombardment has ended. All forts still standing. Stitches wandering in to scare off the blue team from capturing any doubloons or paying. Oh, great hook there, and Zeratul disappears promptly.
And it was a good job that they pushed them away from handing in the coins there, because blue team did actually have enough coins to turn in at once.
Yeah, yeah, and that was a great mini Chronosphere looking ability. I believe that one's called Astral Projection, catching off the Queen of Pain and Stitches so they weren't able to fight for 5 seconds. Arthas versus Arthas. Blue team Arthas is winning right now. Stitches, you know, stay there for support. Queen of Pain catches out Vala and then gets absolutely obliterated.
Oh, and the rocket there from Sergeant Hammer. I didn't see if that actually managed to hit anyone.
No, I don't think it did.
Straight past.
It would have killed if Vala hadn't died earlier. Oh, this looks very bad for blue team. Oh, red team Arthas is gone.
There's 2 heroes apiece so far in this engagement.
Oh,
it looks like Zeratul might go down.
Yeah, there he goes. It's a little shadow doing some work there. I'm going to call them shadows, that's what they look like. Now, red team are paying again for another bombardment. They have enough from Malfurion and Stitches. There's another bombardment for red.
That's 2 bombardments for red team so far. Blue team are really going to have to start watching out for this, because otherwise they're just going to take too much damage in their towers.
Red team has destroyed
and they're really going to start to fall behind. And Naziva was trying to push up top lane on her own, but once again got caught out of position and was taken down.
Naziva seems very squishy, with very little like escape mechanics. I mean, he's got his wall of zombies that he can summon to block off opponents or allies, even if you get unlucky. But
there's quite a big delay on that ability, so you really have to time it carefully to make it work.
Red team managed with the bombardment have taken down a fort already, so that's going quite well. We're currently about 9 minutes into the battle.
Oh, we've got sea giants. Are they sea giants? Giants? I don't know what they're called.
Yeah, I would call them sea giants. They look like
so.
Hearthstone sea giants.
Well, there's giant mercenaries on both sides down the bottom. Looks like both had the same idea for trying to push that lane out.
Blue team cleared up Sergeant Hammer there, managed to get quite a few coins and are paying. Malfurion comes in and drops an entangling roots. So blue team aren't able to pay to get the bombardment.
Oh,
There's a
and the four-man spear. Yeah. That is a fantastic spear from Zeratul. Hold off the entire team.
Now Zeratul can move through that, but I'm quite sure his allies can't, so it's very similar to the Dota 2 ability Chronosphere that Faceless Void has. Arthur's managed to AoE himself out of the zombies because they can be damaged and killed. Wow, blue team absolutely clearing up here.
Huge fight for blue. That is just what they needed to get back into this game.
Nazeeba's heroic ability doing some work there, that big shadowy gargantuan there. Swiping and swiping, does a lot of damage. Killed the Arthurs and the Malfurion. Kerrigan died earlier.
And a bombardment now for the blue team. They're definitely starting to turn things around. It was starting to look really bad for them for quite a while.
Kills have even up. They're down 2 forts, but experience, well, levels and kills are both even. So.
Absolutely.
And with this bombardment, they might be able to even up on forts. So.
And somehow the giants for red team down on the bottom lane have died, yet the blue ones are still pushing on, so they might get somewhere on that lane as well.
Yeah.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
Oh, there we go. There's 1 fort down for the red team. So blue team are starting to catch up in that. They've now all respawned. Sergeant Hammer and Stitches, both on about half, but quite safe behind Arthur's. Blue team getting another bombardment here. Got 9 coins on Arthur's and 8 on Uther.
They were ready and waiting to send that off immediately as soon as he respawned.
Uther's still got.
Oh, and Sergeant Hammer's going to go down.
Wow, big fight happening here.
Have to be careful here, otherwise she's going to face the same fate.
She's doing some work though.
Looks like she's going to get. Oh, she gets caught by the spear.
Syndragosa flies over, slowing everyone. And Zeratul just blink strikes
down
in.
to
Kills a Kerrigan. That bombardment on another fort. Red are actually down to 3 forts now. I didn't see them go down to 4, but that's very good.
I didn't either. Those two must have gone down in pretty quick time of each other.
Yeah.
The tides are very quickly starting to turn now in favour of blue team.
Blue team nobody died in that engagement. They got 2 kills, and they managed to get a level advantage. Only now have red team reached level 15. Bombardment ended, which is a good respite. Great hook by Stitches, but probably to his own death there. And there's that big.
Unfortunately, for the first time, Nazeeba didn't die.
Yeah, and there's that big gargantuan from Nazeeba. Not quite managing to kill off.
Just gets away by the skin of his teeth.
Luckily, he received a heal from the Malfurion, so that definitely favoured him. It's definitely saved him rather. Nazeeba now wandering to the top to clear out to try and push the wave back. We've just got Zeratul wandering invisible on his mount, trying to pick off somebody. Nazeeba actually died there to Malfurion, Sergeant Hammer, and Queen of Pain. So Nazeeba got caught out.
The blue team now have 1 tower outside of their base, but there are none for red team anymore.
And they're paying the last 3 doubloons they need for a 3rd bombardment in a row. There we go, 3rd bombardment in quick succession. This does not look good for red team. They're level 16, and red team are only level 15, and Arthur jumps in.
He's going to make
on the Malfurion,
short work of the Malfurion for sure.
Who gets crushed. Red team Arthur jumps in and gets destroyed. Stitches and Sergeant Hammer both get hit by the Chronosphere there. Yeah, and Uther's stopping away, so it does stop your allies. And they clean up. They kill the Malfurion, and then Stitches and Sergeant Hammer have to hightail it out of there.
Now there is a 2-level difference now. Blue team are 2 levels ahead. That is huge.
That's very significant when in Heroes of the Storm there is no like last hit mechanic, there is no gold, there is no items, it's simply shared experience. And if you are up by 2 levels on your opponent, things are looking good for you.
Absolutely.
Vala cleaned up some spider/widow mines from Sergeant Hammer earlier.
Blue is starting to push into the base of red now.
Yeah, pushing in.
Mercenary camp.
Blue team captured another mercenary camp, probably the Sea Giants. Oh no, it's the crossbowmen.
The Knights, I think.
Yeah.
I think they're called. I think red are really going to have to try and get another bombardment if they want to start pushing back in this now.
Yeah, but they're going to have They're going to have to win a team fight for that to happen.
Yeah, they're struggling to move out, and they're really struggling to move out of their base too far at the moment.
They have a lot of pick-off mechanics with the Stitches Queen of Pain, but Sergeant Hammer, who's meant to sit back and bombard, just keeps getting caught out or hit by the Zeratul Chronosphere and the Astral Projection, I believe it is. Zeratul caught out here now by Stitches hooking him.
And he goes down.
Yeah, they managed to kill the Zeratul. Engagement happening, Uther seems caught out, he might just be able to walk away. And again, Naziba gets caught really far next to the opponent's towers there.
And Uther on the tiniest sliver of health.
Walking away. Stitches gets killed in.
He's not going to be happy this time.
Arthas jumps in, wails on Sergeant Hammer, who just about getting away now. Arthas versus 4 opponents right there. He's on a lot of health, but he looks like he's going to go down here. Vala throws a trap or an arrow. Yeah, an arrow to opponents. Arthas caught off. Doesn't quite kill him.
Managed to get the kill on Queen of Blade. Not quite.
I called a Queen of Pain then. My bad.
Red Team's palace is under attack.
I have to apologise for making a lot of Dota references, since it is a MOBA based on the Warcraft universe, so, you know, it's semi-valid and I play a lot of it. So, not saying I don't support League of Legends or Heroes of New Earth, they're both very good games, just I play more Dota. So yeah, there we go, Stitches picking up some doubloons there.
Stitches looks absolutely ridiculous on that mount.
I think it's fantastic. It's the most natural looking mounted hero. He just looks so comfortable up there. Zeratul picking off Malfurion now, who gets frozen, and then surrounded by zombies.
No idea what froze him then.
Me neither.
Huh. Well, of
That's
course, with this being a new game, there is not not just a new game, and a game that's not even released yet. There is not too much information about it, so of course things are happening that we don't entirely know what's going on with. That'll be the case for a little while.
No, Queen of Pain taking some damage. Queen of Blade, sorry, taking some damage, but walking away. Kerrigan there. I'll just call her Kerrigan. That'll stop it.
Yeah, that stops the confusion.
Kerrigan and Sergeant Hammer both Hearthstoning back now. Zeratul looking around for kills.
His stealth pony.
He's going to clean up a wave here very quickly. Zeratul appears to have a huge amount of burst damage,
mercenary camp.
as well as that, you know, big disable. Now Blues have got the Sea Giants again, looking for a big push to end it. Red team only have 2 forts, and Blue have the just need 3 doubloons to get their 4th bombardment in a row.
There's a big fight here going to happen now down with bottom. All 5 red heroes coming down on the 3 blue that are down on bottom.
Uther gets picked off, but it is in fact the red team Arthas to go down first, and then the Uther dies. Followed quickly by the Vala. However, all of red team are cleared up bar Stitches. They get absolutely crushed.
Naziba's spirit that she summons did a lot of work in that fight.
Yeah, it is what it's called now? It is a giant golem. It's a gargantuan golem. I believe the word gargantuan was used. And then they get the 4th bombardment, and this looks over for red team. They had an early advantage
at the same time as the 5-man push down bottom. 4 heroes dead on the red side. This has got to be game over.
They had the early advantage, but are down 6 kills now, and a level 19 to the level 20 just hit the blue team, and that's it.
And that is good game. Victory for blue team, despite how far behind they looked earlier on. They really managed to turn things around by gaining control of the pirate ship, continuing those bombardments, and they just had such map control for a long period of the time.
Yeah, they gave up the first blood, with Naziba just dying constantly, really. But other than that, their team fight just seemed to be a lot better, especially with those Zeratul astral projections stopping and freezing a good portion of the opposing team. For example, that Sergeant Hammer Stitches who are in the back line on the bridge, got both of them in there. They couldn't do anything for the entire fight, and it cut off the retreat for red team, and so very, very good play there. It just seemed like blue team had the better team fight. So yeah, that was Heroes of the Storm. That was a shoutcasting. Hopefully it went okay. If you like this video, hit the like button obviously. Any suggestions, anything you'd like to see, any improvements we can make, throw them down in the comments, that'd be great. I've been Axilla for FailHouse Gaming.
And I've been Critical Hit
for FailHouse Gaming as well, obviously. And if you want to be notified when new videos come out, hit the subscribe button. We promise we'll get more videos out soon. We had a big break over Christmas and for most of New Year's, but we are working on our different projects. So yeah, we'll get those out soon enough, and subscribe if you want to be notified when they come out. Thanks for watching, and until next time.
See you next time.
Okay,
I think that went reasonably okay.
How do I stop recording? There we go.